Hello everyone, my name is Matt Steele. I'm doing one of my bodyweight workouts tying to epilepsy and my life with it. I haven't done a full one now in a while, just because now they're getting to the point where they're being a little longer and they're not just like one word or a couple things. So what I'll do is I'll sum them up after I do them. And then they're generally around 4 minutes. This one is going to be a little longer. So because it's a special day in my life today, on February 4th was the day that I had my brain surgery 9 years ago. So I want to do the full thing to that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing surgery anniversary, and now how I do my things is I do them to the letters that they appear in the alphabet, and then I do a body weight workout to that number. And I also will be offering classes that you're more than welcome to join in on, generally every other week on the Friday at 7. And if you would like me to do a few kind of stretches, exercises for businesses as well, I'm more than willing to do that. So before I get into that, just a little bit more background about me. I've had epilepsy since I was 1.5 years old. That's when I had my first and worst seizure. They approximate I couldn't breathe for 3 minutes, and I was life flighted to Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. The first medicines they put me on completely wiped out my white blood cell count, and I was like unresponsive and stuff for 5 days. They thought I wouldn't be able to walk or talk again. Took me 45 minutes to open a package of graham crackers, and I was assigned to doctors. They thought I would get through it. In my elementary school, I would have them kind of frequently, but I was someone who they had this neat thing there at Green Acres called Learning from Our Differences. It was a 1-week program where different days you went and heard people with disabilities in your community share about the disability and what you can do to help people with it. So I spoke on behalf of people with epilepsy from when I was in first grade, and then they brought me back in my 6th grade year in middle school. So anyways, I got to do that, but I never was like judged then growing up because of that. I had people, I would have them, and then that afternoon friends would be like, oh yeah, you can still come over, that's fine. I had a friend who helped me in the Learning Resource Center, saw me having one and knew exactly what to do. So I like to see that effect with it. I've been on Capitol Hill for Teens Speak Up. I graduated college on time, 4 years. And shortly, right towards the end of college, at the end of my last semester, after a period of dormancy, my seizures came back, and I had like 18 there from December through the next December, and so then we decided to go with brain surgery the following year. So this is an anniversary of the day that they had to do tests for the brain surgery once I decided where I was going. But this is an anniversary of the day that I had the brain surgery. So anyways, without further ado, that's part of my background. And I'm very involved now with the foundation, both nationally and locally. But so anyways, without further ado, our stuff today is surgery anniversary. Those are our 2 words. So the S is 19. So what I'm doing for S is I'm gonna do 19 wide grip push-ups. I'll try to talk to you a little bit as I'm doing some of these to just keep you up to date and stuff. So anyways, 19. Epilepsy is very common. It affects 1 in 26 people. So it's the fourth most common neurological disorder. 19. Okay. So there's our S, our 21 for you. Glad this one's early. Is readies. I did this in football. So you run in place, then you go down and you do a push-up. Five. 10. This one can always be a challenge. 15. 17, 4 more. 18. 19. 20. 21. Try to do that one towards the beginning if you're going to do it. That gets all parts of you. And you move fast, tiring. Anyways, next up, we have the R of surgery. R is the 18th letter. So I'm going to do 18 crunches off of that couch. If you ever want to try any of these from home, go right ahead. I like to do words that mean something to my life. I've done my name. I've done where I've lived. So right now I'm doing it to a time in my life that meant a lot. Next up we have G. So G, I'm doing 7. 7 days to a week. Meaning it's there all the time. So this one is one that can also be a little tiring. I'm gonna do push-ups. Then I'm gonna hold a 5-second plank. So I'll do like 3 push-ups, then I'll hold a plank. And that's 1. That's 2. 3. 3. That's 4. I'm slipping. Sorry about that. 4. Ooh. This is another one of those challenge ones. Those combo ones are always harder because you're doing multiple things in one time. 6. One more. Okay. So, anyways, that was our G. So, our E, 5th letter of the alphabet. What I planned is to do 5 one-arm raises. So, I'll be in a push-up position. Left arm, right arm, that's 1. The goal's 5. And, yeah, just keep in mind as I'm doing this, you can do whatever you want from home, so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know, the shirt, it's a you have to do some things virtual nowadays, like this walk to end epilepsy from last year. So we're back to the R. We're doing the couch crunches again, 18 of them. '18 is the number of months I was when I had my first seizure, roughly. So, it's always a memorable number for me in relation to epilepsy. 13, 14. Yeah, I'll even tie it into some of my fundraisers that I do. I'll make it 18, 180, bunches of things. Anyways, next we have the Y, 25th letter. I'm going to do 25 regular push-ups. Okay, when we're done, one more to go. So we're almost halfway there. For the A, I'm going to do a 1-minute plank. Man, my steps are up there today. Between work and this, I'm over 45,000 steps. All right. So I said 1 minute. Ready, 3, 2, 1. And in classes I'll do like generally 8 of them in the virtual classes. Some of the time 6, but everybody will do one workout, and I'll generally give you an option of 2 or 3 things per time to do. So like one time, let's say it's 40. I'll try to focus them all on abs. So you can do a 40-second plank. You can do 40 seconds of a standing opposite hand to opposite knee, or you can do bring your knees up as you're sitting down. So anyways, we're at 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a minute. So yeah, generally in the classes, I'll give people options, kind of at different levels that all work the same type of thing. And then we'll do 8 things. They won't all work the same body part. Next we have N and N. So we have 2 of the same letter back to back. N is the 14th letter. So we're going to do a total of 28. So I'm going to do body squats onto that couch. I'm going to hit the couch. I'm going to come up. 28 of them. Let's see where you can see me, about here. I like to hold my hands up here just to visualize like I'm doing a parallel squat. Helps me keep my feet flat and everything. That's just how I'm used to doing it. So anyways, 28. And if you ever join one of those and you have something you want me to do, let me know. I can try to tie that into that one or the next one too. And if you ever want to either have me come to a place to do this kind of thing, do it with you personally, get a painting of mine, or something else, I like to use that money for fundraising for the local Epilepsy Foundation. They serve over 110,000 people roughly in their counties. They're always getting new ideas and stuff. Okay, I think that does it. So now we have I. I is 9. 9 is kind of a tough letter to pick. You don't want to do one of the things that are minutes, but you also don't want to do like seconds. So anyways, what I'm doing here is one, you might have heard it called something different in a yoga class or something. Just for my own memory, I just call it a body yanking. So I'm going to get like in the push-up position, but then I'm going to pull my chest into my shoulder, into my knees, and I'll make like a U almost. So I'm going to go for 7 of those. No, sorry, 9. 9. Yeah, you'll kind of hear this called downward dog, I think. But I keep notes of all the ones I do, and I understand this better, so. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Upside down, the glasses can fall off. So next we have V. V is the 22nd letter. So we're going to do 22. And kind of the opposite of what I just did with the body, with this couch squat. Now I'm going to jump up onto the couch 22 times. So I think you got it about here. This is brother's birthday number. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, halfway there. 14, 17, 20, 21, 22. Okay, getting near the end. We're at the E. That is the 5th letter. So for E, I have down, like I did before, 1 arm raise sets from push-ups from the plank position. About shoulder height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always helpful in those if you stare at one point on the ground, help you stay focused. So we're up to R. Okay. I feel like I already did this a couple times. Jeez. Okay. So R is the couch crunches. Set number 3 of 4. 18 of them. Pull yourself in about 90 degrees. Hands behind the head. Come up as close as you can. 1, 2, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So we have 4 more to go. You see why I don't do these in full swing now? Because I'm doing long words. So in the general group thing, we might only do surgery, but and then I would give people multiple options. But when I do them on my own, I like to kind of push myself. So that was our couch crunches. Now we're doing another S. And like with S before, we're doing 19 wide grip push-ups. $15, $16, $17, $18, $19. That wasn't too bad. So as we continue, we have our A, R, Y. So we have a minute, we have 18, and we have 25. Generally when I have an A or a B, if I'm doing them on my own, I like to do minutes, because to do 1 or 2 of something is, I don't think you get as much out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna do another one of my 1-minute planks. Three, 2, 1. A plank, like a push-up, is one of those that you can vary many ways. So, like the triangle with your forearms, what I'm doing is like the most common way. You can also have your elbows going straight out at like 90 degrees and parallel to one another. You can always do it like from your knees and kind of extend forward. Or there's other like variations on it too, but those are probably the three most common. Generally though, if people say we're going to do a plank, we're going to be in the triangle. Triangle is the strongest like base, so it helps support you. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay. R, we have this again. And as you notice, when I repeat letters, I repeat that same exercise. Again, you can do whatever you want. That's the way I found works for me. So, without further ado, 18 of these suckers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15, 16, 17, 18. One last one. Finish it off strong. Do some general push-ups. Push-ups are another one. So many varieties. But I'm just going to do the regulars. So we'll do 25 of them. The regulars are, for those of you who don't know, your hands are about shoulder width, and when you pick yourself up, your shoulders are going to fall just a little bit, basically even with the front of your fingertips, and you're going to be hand, and then your 2 feet reaching out as far as they can straight behind you and down to the ground and up. That's a general push-up. So 25 of them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. Starting to doubt myself there. Okay, so anyways, that's what I came up with for surgery anniversary. This is 9 years since my surgery, and things are overall improved. I feel like the people who, my neurologist at the time, Stephen Wolf and Patty McGoldrick, and my neurosurgeon, Sadi Gatan, out in New York City, both of them did a good job. One thing I liked, they said, was that it's like getting brain surgery done is like laying down new grass seed. So for the first little bit, first year and a half, seizures that I was going to have weren't going to come as a shock, but that after that they hoped things could improve. I'm still on my medicines. Dosages are a lot lower though. I used to take 3,000 milligrams of Depakote. I'm down to 1,750, and I'm on 200 milligrams of Impact. So I've been seizure free 6.5 years. This June will be 7 if I make it there. It's the beginning of June, so that's the next big milestone for me related to epilepsy. I'm open about it to my friends, to my coworkers, and I feel like that brings less fear. So, my feeling is the more that know, the less fear, the less judgment, the more inclusion. And it kind of creates a circle. Then the more people get included, that they know people who have epilepsy, they will be more accepting themselves. So that's kind of my approach to it. Everyone has different ways but I try to find, ways to use it to my advantage. Causes me to talk slower when I'm doing like liturgy and stuff, so I don't have to think as much about how to take vibrant pauses, or it makes me have to create more of a list as I was in school and think more ahead, and not I had to do like papers like 7 days before, study like 5 days before, because I knew it took me longer. So anyways, it's just making lemonade out of lemons. But we all have something that comes up in our way. This is just the challenge I've dealt with in my life. So anyways, if you're interested in the workout sessions, paintings, other kinds of artwork like ornaments or whatever, or poems I do, or you just want someone to talk to, feel free to reach out. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.